Hi 1181 class, if you haven't already guessed it, we're going to be talking about my car today. And there's three things why it's my hobby and why I think it's really fun. First off, it's kind of the history of the Mustang and muscle cars as a whole. Second off, it's like the modification, kind of how you can personalize your car however you want it. And third off, it's just the plain fun. So let's go. Alrighty, now we are inside of the Mustang, and I just wanted to talk briefly about its history. So in the 60s, Ford wanted to make a fun car for the new kids that were going to be driving out on the road. And so they developed the Mustang. And the Mustang hit this category, right on. It was perfect. It boomed. People loved it. And that sent it into the kind of legendary status that it is today. And, every time you go out, you see at least a couple Mustangs on the road. This just shows, how perfect they hit the nail on the head. But also, part of the reason why I love the Mustang is that Ford is a Detroit company making, the Mustang really a born-in-Detroit car. And so for me, being from here, it just helps me, it just makes me feel connected, to the city and stuff. And that's why it was sort of a dream car for me. The second point on why I love Mustangs is the modification. Now, there are two main parts of modifications, which would be the cosmetic, which is just the appearance, and the performance. Now, first off, we're going to talk about the cosmetics. So the cosmetics can be anything from changing, the bumper or how the windshield looks. Tint would be considered a cosmetic modification, but there's also stuff that you can do, like changing the color of the headlight bulbs. Now, I did this because the stock Mustangs, from this generation, they come with the old yellowy halogen bulbs, but I wanted that bright white LED look, and it also helps you see better, so that's why I swapped mine out. But then you can also do stuff like put in this glowing LED strip I did here, and the glowing LED panel that I have. That's just fun stuff that you can do that adds to the feel and kind of the personality of your car. Okay, now the second part of modifications would be what I would consider the performance. Now, I don't have time to get into every single thing you could do because really the possibilities are endless. But a couple main things for performance would be, say, putting a supercharger in or a turbocharger, things that will enhance the, just horsepower gain of the car and just the raw power and speed gain of the car. But there's also things you could do like swap an exhaust. That will give it kind of a better, if you would say, performing sound. While also, slightly improving the speed and horsepower. And it's stuff like that that I think gives sports cars and muscle cars kind of more of an identity as well, is that all the fun stuff you can do with them and how they're kind of just platforms of endless possibility, a sandbox, if you will, where you can just keep building and keep going and see what you end up with. And now I get to my last point, which is that they're just so fun. So there you guys have it. I think Mustangs are awesome cars because of the history you can dive into, all the modifications you can do, and all the fun driving you can do. Thank you guys for watching.